Martin Luther King Day here in the office, and was reading a book today, and it talked about the differences between assertive people and aggressive people. Thought that was such an interesting thing to look at. You know, it's important, especially in a business that does involve sales like an ad agency. We need to be assertive, but that can sometimes lean on aggressive a little bit. And the way that you communicate with people is all the difference in the world. You don't want to like be antagonizing or attacking. You want to be constructive and optimistic. That's the difference, and it's really important, at least from my experience, the way I communicate with prospects or clients that need to do something that we really believe they need to do or should sign on with us because we know we can do better for them. It just seems to me if we can keep an optimistic tone and a positive tone in the push to get them to do something that maybe they're not totally comfortable with, makes all the difference in the world. My name's Bobby Dietz. I've been making videos like this on YouTube for years now. If you're not following the channel, it's all about my digital marketing agency. Make sure you subscribe, follow along. Things are happening pretty fast and it's fun. My name is Bobby Dietz. I'm a partner here at Attention Digital Marketing Agency. I'm a partner at Attention Digital Marketing Agency. Thinking a lot about the sales process with signing new accounts, and it occurs to me that there's something that happens with every account we work on. There's tension between us and them. There's positive tension and there's negative tension. And typically we want to obviously keep it positive, but without the tension, there is no deal getting done. It's when the tension is gone that the decisions have been made and there's nothing left to do. Think about when a client hires you. Obviously there's no more tension, right? They've already decided that you're their winner. And if they decide not to hire you, they're just going to ignore you, and there's certainly no more tension because they've already made up their mind. When deals take too long and they stretch on and you're missing something that you were looking for, maybe it's access, maybe it's information, whatever it might be, even before the signature, there's a loss of tension there and a deciding factor that is so key. If you read the book review I did on influence, you'll see that there's a big change that happens when a client decides that you are right for them and they hire you. Their belief in your ability to succeed skyrockets through the roof, and that eliminates all tension, and we see that with all the clients that we've signed. And when they don't hire you, obviously again the tension is gone. A part of the process of this tension is trying to educate clients. If you're not teaching your client or prospect something new, the chances of them being able to distinguish your commoditized service from another is probably pretty low. So if you believe that, then certainly the tension is really important, but only if it's positive. And that only comes if you're on a level playing field. That might include negotiations on price, which can be rather awkward, right? But as long as you're willing to make small concessions along the way, which might be for things that don't really affect pricing very much, and you're getting confirmation of moving forward all the way through, you can keep the tension so that you savor the flavor, as it were. If you're just to agree to a price change and a discount right off the bat, you lose all the tension and you lose a lot of fee or money, commission, because you're just conceding to a discount, and then you have a customer who's buying on a discount and they'll fire on a discount, which is not what you want. Now, one of two things is really going to be true here. Either the client or prospect actually needs a price break because you did a bad job of identifying them as a target customer in the right income range. Maybe it really is a cash flow problem. They're not comfortable at all because it straps them too hard, which could be the case. But the other situation is that you have not done a good enough job of showcasing the value you need to. So in that case, just push it back, defer for a while, you know, we'll work it out, I'm not worried about it. And then provide more value and more value, showcase what you can do for them even more, and instill more confidence. And then when it comes time to talk about the price, it's gonna be less of an issue. That's my suggestion anyway for getting full fees and making sure you sign the right clients.